This tutorial is slightly different from our other popular how to make a website videos. We want to genuinely help all of you who need our help and would like to offer to do most of the hard work in setting up your website for you to get you off the ground and running as quickly as possible. We know plenty of you have businesses but not much knowledge on how to set up a website and also don't have the budget to spend on expensive web designers. So therefore we want to be able to give you this $3,000 web setup. We won't just show you how you can do it yourself. We will actually take our time to properly configure and optimize all of the settings for you. So you just need to give us the name of your .com domain and we will create this website on it using WordPress, fully configured, together with this incredible website design that you see here, which our web designers actually created in-house. Plus, since all of the complicated stuff will be pre-configured for you, you'll see how simple this makes everything else in this video as we show you how you can add all of your pages and content. Here is the website design that we will give you. The name of it is Sleek. Let me take you through it. So the background here is completely customizable. You can select your own background color, or you can actually upload an image for your background. So what you see here is completely customizable. The two lines at the top of the site, just here, are also customizable. You can put your own information or contact information there so that customers can find you easily. The menu area here, you can add your own pages and you can order them in any order you wish. We'll also implement things such as a Google map if you need one for your business, so customers can find your place of business very easily. And we'll also teach you how you can use the content editor effectively, plus adding links and also a contact form. Now the amazing thing is this design also works perfectly on a mobile. As you can see, the site renders perfectly on a mobile as well. This is known as responsive web design. The menu here can be adjusted so that mobile users see a different menu compared to desktop users. The Google map renders perfectly, and I can zoom in and out just like a customer would to find your location, which is really handy, especially if they're on the go. This is an example of what content looks like. And as you can see here, the Contact Us form renders perfectly as well. This responsive design is included when we give you your website. Now I'd like to show you how you can get your own .com domain name for your business. As I mentioned before, we will be setting up and configuring the website for you on your behalf. So to do that, there are a couple of things that we require from you. If you go to this URL on our website, emediacoach.com/web setup, you'll see that this page basically summarizes everything that we require from you. Step 1, 2, and 3. Now you can go ahead and follow the steps on this page, or you can follow along with this tutorial. The first thing you need to do is acquire your own .com domain name and hosting. A .com is basically your address on the internet, as you probably already know. And what is hosting? Hosting is basically where your website files are stored. And without hosting, your .com domain would simply be a blank page. So hosting is absolutely essential. It's not optional if you are running a website. First, you need to go to hostgator.com. HostGator currently hosts over 9 million domains, so they are extremely reliable. Another thing is they have great customer service, so if you ever run into any problems, their online chat, email support, and phone support is really excellent. So what you need to do is go to web hosting. You'll see there are 3 plans to choose from: Hatchling, Baby, and Business. Essentially, the Hatchling and Baby differ with one key point. The hatchling allows a single domain, so a single .com, whereas a baby plan allows you to host an unlimited number of domains. Now most of you are just operating one business, therefore you'll need one .com domain name. So therefore the hatchling plan is perfect, and luckily that is also the cheapest plan. Go ahead and click Order Now. On this page you need to register a new .com domain that you would like to own for your business. So ensure the Register a New Domain checkbox is selected, and type in a domain which you would like to own. Take for example fitnesscenter.com. This will actually search through to see if fitnesscenter.com is available, and it's not. So you just need to use trial and error until you come up with a .com domain that is available. When you do, it will give you a successful notification like the one you see here. For the purposes of our demo, we're going to use one called EMC Sleek Demos. Once you have come up with a domain name that is available, you will own that 100% once you complete this registration. Scroll down. Ensure you select the correct package type. In our case, we're selecting hatchling. It is the cheapest. And choose a billing cycle that you're comfortable with. Before entering in any of these details, I'd like you to scroll down first. Uncheck any additional options under the hosting add-on section. They're definitely not essential when you're starting up a website. You'll see that there is already a coupon code in the coupon section. That is HostGator's default 20% off. So take note of the total just over here. Currently $127. Go to the coupon code box, delete whatever is already in there, and enter this coupon instead. eMedia Coach. EMEDIACOACH, and click the Validate button. Immediately you'll see the total due is significantly lower because this coupon code will always give you a bigger discount than the default HostGator coupon. Also, like we mentioned earlier, it is essential that you use the coupon code eMediaCoach if you want us to set up your website for you. From time to time we receive small commissions from HostGator, and this basically just helps us cover our time and labor costs in helping you out and also continuing to bring these tutorials to you. Therefore, we really appreciate your support. Alternatively, if you didn't want to spend a lot up front, there is an alternative coupon you can use. If you scroll up and select a 1-month billing cycle, then go back down, you'll see the current total is the sum of your domain cost and your hosting cost. If you use this coupon instead, 1 Cent Genius, 1 CENTGENIUS, and click Validate. That actually gives you your first month of hosting for 1 cent. So if you are more comfortable with that, feel free to go ahead and you will still qualify for the setup of your website that we will do for you. But once again, it's absolutely essential that you use either the coupon code eMediaCoach or 1 Cent Genius. Now scroll up, and I would like you to complete the remainder of the information. Enter a username for your account, and choose a security pin. Now enter your billing information. It's essential this is correct and accurate because of course after you register you will receive an email with all your order confirmation details, and we will need that so we can begin setting up your website for you. I'm just going to blur my screen now as I enter my personal billing information and credit card details. Once you've done that, scroll down, double check all the details, select the I have read and agreed to the terms and conditions checkbox, and then click Create Account. A minute after you do this, you will receive a confirmation email from HostGator with your new account details. This is the order confirmation email that you will receive from HostGator. You'll see that it contains all of your order details. With that, you've actually completed step 1 of what we require to set up your website. Now move on to step 2. All you need to do here is complete this simple order form. Select the name of the design that you want us to implement for you. The name of this one is Sleek. Then enter your name and your email address and the domain which you use to register with HostGator, and of course you'll get that in your confirmation email as well. So put your .com in there. The next two fields are optional, business name and business address. If you don't put them in now, that's fine, we can always add them in later on, but put them in if you have them. Now this box here, all we require you to do is copy and paste the order confirmation email that you received. That's that email over here. So all you need to do is copy and paste that in there. The reason we need that is for us to be able to set up your website for you, we actually need access to your account. So we'll go in, we will take our time to set up and configure everything for you, and then after we're done, we'll hand everything back together with the logins and passwords. So we will just need this temporarily for the next 2 or 3 days when we are setting up your website. Then check this box here. All it's saying is that you understand that the new website will function and look exactly the same as the demo website we showed you earlier, and you will have 100% ownership of it. Like I said, we will hand over all logins and passwords when we finish in 2 to 3 days time. And that's it. Click the OK, Create My Website button. You'll receive this little confirmation message, and that's all there is for you to do right now. Step 3. You can just sit back and relax, because now we will start doing the hard work for you. We will get in contact with you via the email address that you gave us and provide continual updates on your website. So until we get back to you, there's really nothing else for you to do. So sit back and relax, and in 2 to 4 days time, you will have a new website up and running. Now this is what you will receive. You'll see that everything is already set up, the web design is installed, we've done all the configuration, and we've even added a few pages as an example. We'll show you how to add, edit or delete any of these pages. You'll see there is some dummy data on the page, there's a dummy logo, and there's text line 1 and 2, and we'll show you how to customize your entire website. The rest of this tutorial is dedicated to showing you how to customize this site for your purposes. As we mentioned before, we will be using a content management system called WordPress to manage your website. Now, WordPress is a very user-friendly content management system. It's one of the easiest and most user-friendly CMSs out there. If you know how to use a computer and a keyboard and have used Microsoft Word, then you'll have absolutely no problems using WordPress to manage your entire website. And the remainder of this tutorial is dedicated to showing you how to do exactly that. We'll send you 3 important pieces of information to start off with. And I'll just show you here. We'll send you your WordPress dashboard login URL, a username, and a password that we've set up for you as part of our setup process when we made your website. All you need to do is copy and paste your URL into your web browser. And use the username and password that we provide you. Now, every time you want to make updates to your site, you'll need to come to this login screen, so keep these details handy. We'll show you how to change the password in just a second so it stays secure. There we go, we're logged in. Now that we have handed your website over to you, the first thing we would like you to do is change your password, just so only you have access to it. To do that, go to Users, click on All Users, click on the admin link, and put in your new password here. Also, while you're at it, you'll need to change your email address to your own email address. So put your personal email address in here because you'll need it in case you forget your login or for any other notifications that you receive. So put your personal email in there. Then click Update Profile. Now remember to note your new password down. You'll still use the same URL to log in that we showed you earlier, this one here, but now your password has changed. So save these details somewhere so you don't lose them. The next thing we need you to do is go into Settings and General. You'll see that the site title and tagline here is just the default. So change this to your business name. So your business name would go in here. And you can have a tagline or you could just leave that blank. Then save changes. The third thing we need you to do, staying within this general settings area, just click in front of your URL over there and add a www dot. Do the same for the next box as well. Here you'll need to change your email address as well. Scroll down and click Save Changes. This will actually prompt you to log in again. Next, I'll show you how to replace the sample logo that you see over here with your own business logo. So go back into your dashboard, go to Appearance and Theme Logo. Now, if you've already got one ready, all you need to do is enter the URL of the logo in here. But how do you get that URL? Open up your media library, perhaps in a new tab. So simply media, add new, and I've opened that in a new tab. And what this is, it allows you to upload any media, images, documents, PDFs, etc., etc. So all you need to do if you have your logo ready is to either select the file on your computer or just drag and drop. So go to where the logo is on your computer and drag and drop that into the media library. That will upload. After it's finished, click the edit button and you'll see a file URL just here. That's the file URL of the logo we just updated. So highlight all of that and copy. Now go back to that logo area, delete everything in that box there and paste the new logo location and hit save changes. Now if we preview our website, there we go, you'll see your logo is now updated. If you don't already have a logo ready, the next thing I'll show you is where you can get one. If you don't already have a business logo, don't worry, I'm going to show you where you can get one made and where you can actually make one yourself quickly. First, I'll show you where you can get one made for as little cost as possible. It's one of the resources I use often when it comes to design work. Open up a new tab and go to a site called Fiverr.com. That's Fiverr.com. Now what this is, it's an online marketplace of people selling all kinds of things for about $5. So you can just search for logo or logo design and you'll see there are a ton of people who are offering logo design services. So you'll be able to see their job description, their service description, their ratings, how many people have bought from them, and even some of their past portfolio. So all you need to do is search and find a designer that you like, and then just sign up to this website, create an account, and then you'll be able to purchase one of these services for $5. So you'll see the button there, order now, $5. And it's as easy as that. Sometimes it's a bit hit and miss, but you're bound to find somebody that's good at what they do. And it's only $5, so you really have nothing to lose. Now, if you don't have time to get one made, or you just need to throw something up quickly, I suggest a site called onlinelogomaker.com. Now go down and start the online logo maker. Okay. I'll just delete everything on that screen. What you can do is look for a symbol. So let's have a look here. Let's choose that. So choose something that appeals to you or maybe relates to your business in some way. You can add text. And then you can reposition, and you can also change the font of your text. You can also resize. And make sure you set the background color to white. When you're happy with your logo, download that button there. Click OK and save that somewhere on your computer. Okay, now that we've done that, we can go back into our dashboard, back into the media library, and I can upload that new logo. And then I'll get its URL, copy, and then paste back into the theme logo section. Now if I refresh the site, there you go. There's a really quick way to get your logo made. Quick, free way, otherwise a paid alternative which costs $5. I really hope you find that useful. Now I'll show you how to edit these two lines of text you see here. So back into your dashboard area, go to text blocks and click on all text blocks. Now you'll see top text line 1 and line 2. So you can go in and essentially edit them however you like. There are two tabs here in this visual editor. There's a text tab and there's a visual tab. Now the visual tab works exactly like Microsoft Word or any other word editing software, whereas the text tab is used for entering any code that you may need, and we'll show you a bit later on why that might be useful. For now, go to the visual tab and update this to what you need displayed. Once you do that, click on this update button on the right hand side. Now if you refresh your page, you'll see that that text is updated. Similarly, update the second line of text as well. Perhaps put a phone number or an address so that it's easy for customers to contact you. And click update. Another thing you can do over here is you can unbold and that will be reflected on the site, or you can italic and save that, and it will appear in the same format that you use in this text area, because it's just like a word editor. Very easy to use. In fact, you can also put a link if you want to. So if I highlight that and click this little link icon. Now, presuming you already know what page you want to send visitors to, so let's use, for example, and I hope I have a page set up, contact us. I think I do, so I'll use that. And there we go. It's not visible because it's a blue link color, which does not sit well with the background color. You can actually go and change the color. Let's try black. There you go. Simple as that. I'm going to show you how to add, edit, or simply delete pages from your website. Back into your dashboard, go to Pages, and you'll see that the pages appearing here correspond to what appear here in the menu. To delete a page, simply hover over the page you want to delete and click Trash. Then hit the trash icon just up here and delete permanently. When you update your site, you'll notice that that page no longer is part of the site or the menu. To edit a page, hover over the page you need to edit and then hit the edit button. Simple as that. I will be showing you a bit later how to use this content editor effectively, such as linking, images, bullet points, titles, adding code, things like that. It's not difficult, but I'll show you a little later. For now, let's go back to Pages and add a few new pages that we know we will need on our website. So I'd ask you to do the same for yours. Click Add New. Enter the title for pages you'll need. I'm going to put our location back in there and hit Publish. For now, we're not concerned with adding the content on the pages. Let's just create all the pages for now. For every new page, click Add New and then enter your title. So I'll go through and do this for a few pages for our sample website. You can do the same for yours. Later on, I'll be showing you how to set up an image gallery, so I'll use that as one of the pages. Okay, that's about it for now. You'll notice when you add a page that the URL for the page matches the title. So we did that for you already when we were setting up your website. If you refresh your site, You'll notice that although you added pages, they didn't automatically appear in this menu area. The next thing I will show you is how to add items to the menu area and also rearrange them in the order in which you want them to appear. So I'll show you that right now. Now I'm going to show you how to customize the menu area over here to be able to display the pages that you want in the order that you want. To do that, go into your dashboard and go to Appearance, Menus. The beauty about this theme that we've developed is you can actually configure your menu for your desktop, for somebody's desktop computer differently to how they would view the menu on a mobile device. So you'll see a drop-down menu here. You'll see an option for mobile menu, which is what mobile visitors will see. And I'll show you that right here. I'm actually mirroring my mobile. So that menu there can actually be different for mobile users than that menu there, that people who access your website through their desktop computers will see. Therefore, it allows you to customize or optimize what you would like your visitors to be able to see, depending on if they're on a desktop computer or if they're coming to your site through a mobile. Maybe through a mobile you might give them less choices and try and direct them towards contacting you or visiting your place of business in some way. I don't know, but you can figure out how to use that. But this tool, the way we've developed this, actually allows you to set independent menus. So what you need to do, select the menu you want to edit. So we'll select desktop one here first and hit select. Once you've done that, check the items that you want to appear. And these four are already over here, so no need to add them again. And click Add to Menu. Okay, now I can save that and show you what that looks like. There you go. But on a mobile device, that menu will stay the same. Okay, so if you want to change the menu on the mobile device, go to the hamburger mobile menu option, click select, and add the items you want to display there. Then click Save Menu. Now if I show you my mobile, I'll just refresh the page. And you'll see there that the items appearing are only those that you added to the hamburger mobile menu. If you want to rearrange the order, all you need to do is go to the area here, the menu structure, and simply drag and drop where you would like your items to appear. So I'll do that. So as you can see, it's extremely easy to be able to set up and order the menu as you desire. After you save, you'll see the menu change to reflect the changes you've made in the dashboard. There you go, the order has changed. And obviously the pages are empty at the moment because there's nothing on them. But we'll get to that a bit later. Now I would like to give you a little bit of an intro into how to use the content editor. So let's take, for example, general advice page here. There's nothing there. If you go to your site and go to general advice, I'll just use some dummy text to show you what this content editor is capable of. So basically you can add text as per normal. So I'll just paste some dummy text in here. You can add a title. To do that, highlight the title and select heading 1 or heading 2. I'd suggest heading 2. I'll show you what that looks like. There you go. You can also use dot points. You can use a numbered list. And just like a Word editing document, you can bold, italic, and underline. You can also change the color of text. So it's that little icon there. And importantly, you can link to other pages on your website. That's a little link icon just there. And if you want, you can click on this arrow here. You'll see existing pages, and you can select an existing page you want to link to. Alternatively, you can even link to external sites. And by clicking this box here, it will open the link in a new window, so the user does not exit your site. There we go, the page opened in a new window. Another thing you can do is add images to your website. So for example, we want to add an image here. Simply click on Add Media. You can either select images that are already uploaded to your media library, or you can upload new files from your computer by selecting or dragging and dropping. When you select an image, I recommend you link to none. Basically that means that the image is not linking to anything, it's just an image, and leave it at full size. You'd be able to align left, center, or right. Similarly, you can also align text. Now, if there are any images you need to link, such as order buttons or anything else, you can also link an image, like that. Once again, you can choose an existing page, or you can link to an external website. There you go, there's the center aligned text, and there's the image linking off. I hope you can now see how easy this content editor is to use, and essentially this is why we use the WordPress CMS. It's extremely easy to use, and as you can see, if you've used a word editing software in the past, you'll be able to use this without any problems whatsoever. So feel free to muck around, use a bit of trial and error, and start filling out your pages with the information you need to display on your website. Next, I want to show you something really cool. I want to show you how to add a Google map onto your website. It's extremely useful if you have a physical place of business so that customers can find you easily. It's a dynamic map so people can actually zoom in and out like they do on Google Maps right on your website. So say for example, we want to put a map on this page here, our location. Perhaps you want to put your map in the Contact Us area. What you need to do is go to google.com or go to Google Maps, I should say. Enter your exact business address. Now we're just going to use Michigan Avenue, Chicago. Obviously you will use your precise business address, your street number, etc., etc. Now, click on this little cog you see over here. Click Share or Embed Map, and Embed Map. Now you'll have a number of sizes to choose from: small, medium, large, or a custom size. Okay, the best size to use for this particular website design is 580 by however tall you want the map. So it's 580 pixels wide by, let's try 300. Okay, then click on this code here, right click and copy. Now that that's copied, go back to your dashboard and click on Pages, All Pages. Locate the page that you want the map to appear. So say for example we want it on the Our Location page. I can put something like address Michigan Avenue, Chicago. And then here's the important part. Now you'll need to go to the text tab just over here, because what we need to do is enter code. So what we'll do is right click and paste the code that we just copied from here, just over here in the text tab. If you do it in the visual tab, it will not work because the visual tab does not render HTML. So click update. Now if I go to that page, you should see an update. There it is. So I think I want to make that a little taller. So I can go back here. Now I can click on the visual tab. I can remove that space here. I can even bold that over there. Back in the text, and let's try 450 pixels tall. That code there updates automatically. So just right click, copy, go back in the text tab and paste. Refresh. Beauty. That's perfect. There's just one small issue. If I open this page on my mobile, you'll see that the map actually spills off the page. So I can still zoom in and out. It's a dynamic map, but it actually spills off the page. So to avoid that, what you need to do is go back into your dashboard here, into the code section, and where it says width 580, just get rid of that in between the speech marks and enter 100%. Click save. Now if you refresh that on your computer, you'll see it's exactly the same. That's fine. But if I refresh the page on my mobile, you'll see the difference. There you go. See, the map is contained within the screen and it doesn't spill over. We've changed the width, so it's just 100% of the width of whatever device the person who is viewing your website is using. So if they're using a larger mobile, it'll still work in the same way. So make sure you do that. Just go in there, change width to 100%. And that's how to create a dynamic Google map. As you can see, if you input your exact business address, customers can find you very, very easily. And it's a really cool piece of functionality to have on your website to make it look fresh and modern. Now I would like to show you how to set up this contact us form so that customers can contact you through the website by filling out their details. Now the awesome part about this is the contact form is already on your website. We've actually taken the time to set this up for you and to configure it so that you don't have to worry about it. So you'll be pleased to know that we've already done that as part of the setup for your website. But the only thing you have to do now is go in and update the email address that the form will be submitted to. And so I need you to do that. Going back into your dashboard, go down to this BWS plugins and click on contact form. You'll see there are a bunch of options and you can go through this in your own time. But we have set basically everything up for you so that you don't have to worry. And all you need to do now is where it says use this email address, change that to your personal email address. For example, I'll use admin@emediacoach.com. You will put in your personal email address that you want messages to be sent to when a customer submits the form. Then scroll down and click Save Changes. Now when a customer fills that out, that message there will be delivered straight to your email address and you'll be able to reply directly to the customer. So I hope that little feature there is really helpful for you. You can change the thank you message here. You'll see that's just over here. There it is. thank you for contacting us, we will be in touch. You can change that and save changes, and that will update the thank you message after a user has submitted the form. One thing I forgot to mention was you can actually place this contact form anywhere you like on your website. If you go to the Contact Us page that it's currently on, you'll see there's this little tag right here. If you copy and paste that entire tag on any other page on your site, that contact form will appear in that location. Similarly, you can put text above that form if you like as well. So just make sure that tag is still in place, and you can put perhaps your email address or your phone number, any other contact information for your particular business. There you go. I'll be showing you now how to add social media to your website in the form of social media icons. To add social media icons, there's a really cool plugin that I'd like you to install. A plugin is basically an add-on for WordPress, and there are many types of plugins. For example, the contact form I showed you earlier was a plugin. So all we're going to do now is install a plugin. Go to Add New and search for something called Social Media, and I know it's by a company called Accurax. And it's this one here, Floating Social Media Icon. Click on Install Now and OK to install the plugin. Then click on this Activate Plugin link. Once that's done, hover over this floating social media area over here and click on Settings. You'll see there's a number of styles you can choose from. Let's go with that one there. You can select an icon size, and then you can drag and drop to determine the order in which you would like them to appear. Next, update your social media URLs. Now, if you don't have a Twitter ID, you can leave that blank, and similarly, anything you leave blank will simply not appear. So enter details for the social media accounts that you do have. So we only have these few. We'll leave the rest blank and they won't appear. In this drop down, ensure that manual only is selected. Then copy this little tag you see here, including the brackets. what you'll need to do, you'll need to paste this little tag wherever you want these social media icons to appear on your site. Actually, first, make sure you save the configuration. Okay. Once it's saved, then you can copy this. Go to Pages, All Pages, and say we want to put it on our Connect With Us page. Simply paste that tag and hit update. There you go. Each one of these link off to the links that you entered into that little configuration panel, and any that you don't enter are left off. Now I'd like to show you a really cool feature, which is adding an image gallery to your website. It'll be a really nice image gallery where users can click on your website's images and scroll through them. To do that, go to Plugins, and we want to add a new plugin. Search for one called Next Gen Gallery. It will be this one here with plenty of downloads. Install now. And click the Activate Plugin link. Once that's done, go down to Gallery, and we want to add a new gallery. Give it a name, and click Add Files. This will actually take you to your PC files. What you need to do is scroll to wherever your images are located on your computer. Then you can select all and click Open. Then click the Start Upload button. This will take a while for all the images to upload. Once that's done, go to the Manage Galleries link here. You'll see that it'll give you an ID for your gallery. Ours is 3, so just have a look at what your ID is. You'll be able to go into your gallery, and if you need to, you can delete anything you don't need, or you can edit, rotate, or simply exclude. So let's assume this gallery is final. What we'll need to do now is we'll need to put this gallery on a particular page on our website. To do that, go to All Pages and go to the page you want the gallery to appear. Here, just copy what I do. Open a square bracket, NGGALLERY space ID equals. Use your gallery ID here. Now remember, ours had an ID of 3, so I'll put that there. Then close bracket. So NG gallery space ID equals whatever the ID of your gallery was, in our case 3. And if in doubt, you can just find that out here. Then hit the update button. Let's see what it looks like. There we go. Looks awesome. That is pretty cool. You can actually control the number of thumbnails you want to show on one page by going into the gallery settings option. And there it is there, images per page. There are a ton of other options available, and you can feel free to muck around with that. Feel free to use trial and error so your gallery looks exactly how you want it to look. But essentially, that's it there. Really nice and professional. If you want to add the gallery on any other page, simply use the same code that we used on our page, which was that just there. And if you wanted to add a new gallery, simply go and repeat the process. Upload your images, add the gallery, check the gallery ID, and then use the same code, but change the ID to match the gallery that you want to appear. So that's it for adding an image gallery to your website. Now I want to show you how you can change the background color of the website. You'll see here the background color we've got here. It's completely customizable. Go to your dashboard and under Appearance, Background, go to the Colors drop-down. Over here, you can select a background color from this color picker over here. You can preview on the fly, which is really useful actually. And when you're happy, click Save and Publish. If you clear this, it will go back to the default background color. Not only can you adjust the color, but you can actually select an image for your background. To do that, go to Background Image and select an image. You can upload a file from your computer. Say I wanted to use this grey background image. It's a grey texture. You'll see what it is in a second. That's it there. And there you go. Basically, you can upload any kind of image you want as your background, so feel free to customize it as much as you like. Once again, to clear that, go to Remove and Save. So feel free to upload a background image or use a custom background color as per your liking. Once you've finished everything, I really highly recommend that you take a full backup of your website. I'll show you how to do that, and it's really important in case anything happens, your website gets hacked for whatever reason. Things do happen once in a while, they don't happen often, and it's critical to have a backup of your website so that you don't lose anything. To do that, you'll need to log into your cPanel. What that is, it's your control panel for your hosting account. HostGator would have sent you a cPanel login when you signed up for your hosting account with them. It'll be in that email, the confirmation email you received from HostGator. It will look like this: yourdomainname.com/cPanel. HostGator will have sent you your username and password. So enter that and log in. Once that's done, you'll see this little control panel area here. Scroll down and go to Backup Wizard. Click on Backup, and we want to take a full backup. Ensure the email here is your email address. You'll receive a confirmation when your backup is ready. Otherwise, simply click Generate Backup. And once the backup is complete, it will appear like this one just here, ready for download. So download that once it's ready, and this will take about 10 minutes for it to be ready, 10 to 15 minutes, but you'll receive an email confirmation. Save the backup anywhere on your computer. And that's it. Now if anything goes wrong, you can contact HostGator, send them the backup file, and they'll restore your website exactly how it was at the time you took the backup. If you make regular updates to the website, it would be worthwhile taking regular backups, but it's a really important step, so make sure you do that.